candidates. Okay, you start this recruiting process. Okay, for example, job posting board. You need as many people or as many candidates. They can see the job posting information. Right. So it could be from the internal sources. Okay. It could be inside your organization or external sources. You could try to look for these candidates from outside of your organization then, right? And nowadays, we also, like for most, organization, it's better for you to have more diverse workforce because from the past research, it shows that if a more diverse workforce, for example, gender, ethnicity, etc., or age, actually bring better like innovation for your organization. Okay, so diverse workforce. The workforce now is also being encouraged, right? So before we start, let me show you this short video. It's related to planning and recruitment. It's about 1 or 2 minutes. Oops. Okay. It's mute animation. This is the HR manager. This is the boss, right? In the office. Yeah, the boss want to look for someone can fly, run fast, etc. And it's strong enough. So then Fiona, she's the HR manager. She start, try to look for someone that can fit in with the boss requirement then. Okay. Yeah, a little bit funny animation there. Yeah, so that is a kind of a simple concept related to, recruitment, right? Right, so here in the recruitment, job analysis, recruiting, okay, is also one important process. Okay, here I also summarize a little bit the main concept here in this topic, right? As you can see, this part is related to topic 3, job analysis. Okay, identify the duties and human requirements for each of the company's jobs, right? And after that, what you should do is workforce planning. This is for staff level as well as succession planning. Okay. So for the workforce planning, okay, what you have to do is to forecast and to decide about what. One, to forecast about the employer's demand for the labor, right? As well as the supply of the labor. And to decide about what? Decide about what particular job position that you need and also how do you fill those job positions then, right? And regarding this supply of labor, okay, what sources, okay, can you get? Okay, from 2 different perspectives. One is from the employer's perspective. Okay, forecasting the labor demand. For example, internally, okay, internally, you can check for your growth, okay, your growth path, okay, growth plan, or your turnover history. Okay, what would be your growth plan? If you plan to grow faster, then of course your workforce planning also have to be a little bit more aggressive, right? And externally, that's you have to check for the market, all right? Any seasonal factor, especially if you are in the retailing industry. Okay, seasonal factors, is it important? Okay, retailing industry, the seasonal factor, is that important? For example, some, Christmas, some special seasons, you might need the manpower for that particular season. But then after the season, do you need them? Maybe not. So then you might need to plan to have what kind of workforce? Permanent? Part-time. Yeah, a little bit more kind of temporary workforce. That is for your seasonal need then. Alright? So that's some issue related to externally issue. So as, like wise boss, you have to take all this into consideration then. Okay, or that in industry and economic forecast then. Right? From the recruiting employees perspective, how do we forecast the labor supply? Internally, inside your organization, you check for your inventory. Okay, inside the candidate from your qualification inventory. Okay, so that's now, that's the reason why nowadays, the human resources information system is very, it's very popular. We call it as a computerized based, right? So nowadays there are, some big company, they try to, because, some more traditional company, they used to have this, hard copy, of the of their employees' data or information. I remember this. I think a couple years ago, we have this field trip to a company, and this is a paper company, and it's a listed company. It's one of the big company. Okay, they make papers. And the reason, because they make papers, so then, we went to this, we also did a field trip in, for their HR department. And then this HR manager told us, like, the problem that they have is they have a little bit like the employees' profile. It's like a library, because they produce paper. So then they have all this, employees' profile all printed out. Yeah, and of course, the company has been founded for, I think, more than 50 years. So then, they try to computerize everything for all this data, because it's also easier for them to analyze for their, for example, as we mentioned, the talents, inventory. Yeah, but then for them it's also a big job then, because they told me that it's also a multinational company, they have their branch office in, worldwide, in different countries. Yeah, so then, they had to start setting up this human resources information system. For them it's a big project then, right? So, qualification inventory, it's also important sources. Okay, they can get the labor supply. Okay, let's finish this. And this one, okay, how do we get this labor supply information from externally? Okay, yeah, like, for example, this is the outside candidates. Yeah, you should be aware of what's happening in the industry, right? For example, like if currently, if shortage of some manpower in some particular industry, because in this field it's very popular, right? So then for you to forecast, like the manpower that you need, or the salary that you offer, the payment, okay, to offer, because it will be quite competitive in the market for you to get real talent. So all this, externally, yeah, it's important. Okay, you need to understand more about the market then, right? So, okay, I think I stop here. Let's continue later. Okay, take a break first.